Hi there. During this lesson we're going to learn the differences among the words say, tell, talk and speak. The word say is normally used when talking indirectly or directly to someone, or when saying something in general. For example, it's used indirectly when saying something like, if I say that I'm going to do something, then I normally do it. Note that when you use the word say in an indirect context, then you normally add the word that after it. They say that the weather is going to be good tomorrow. Then if it's used in a direct context, it could be used to say something like, people usually say to him that he's a good worker. Note that you cannot say me or she says him without adding the word to after the word say. Then the word tell is normally used when talking directly to someone, when telling someone a story, or when giving them orders, instructions, or information. For example, I always tell tourists about the best restaurants in town. Or, his mother always tells him not to speak with his mouth full during dinner. Note that when we use the word tell, we often add the word about after the object. I'll tell you about the film I saw last night. Then you don't add the word to directly after it. For example, you can't say, tell to me something, or he tells to us. You can't say those. Likewise, you can't use the word it directly after the word tell. When you talk about a fact which you've talked about before, full stop. For example, you can't say, I'll tell you it next week. But you can say, I'll tell you about it next week. You can also add the word again after the object. For example, this is the last time I'm telling you to stop shouting, and I don't want to tell you again. Next, the words talk and speak are very similar and are often interchangeable, but there are some rules about when they can or cannot be used. Then there are some phrasal verbs which only use either talk or speak. Here are some examples. Sorry, but I can't hear you. Could you speak up a little? This means that I'm asking someone to speak in a louder voice. Remember to speak your mind when you have your meeting with the boss. This means that I'm telling you to remember to express your opinion about something you need to tell your boss. I don't like when you talk down to me. This means that I don't like when you speak to me as if I were less important than you. That old lady can talk away for hours. This means that that old lady can speak a lot for hours. The word talk is slightly less formal than speak, and it's normally used when two or more people communicate with each other. For example, I often talk with my friends about my dreams. Then the word speak is a bit more formal than the word talk, and it's normally used in one-way communication, when one person speaks to another. For example, the school headmaster needs to speak with the pupils about the new rules. The word speak is also used when languages are involved. For example, she speaks English very well. And that's the end of this lesson. Now you can see if you've understood the video and try the test on Go Speak English. You can also watch many other English video lessons on Go Speak English. Thanks, and hope to see you again soon.